Dogecoin to $1. Okay guys, so welcome back to the video. It's Tariq here, and we're going to talk about Dogecoin in this video. So there's been a lot of chatter recently. Dogecoin has been one of the more popular cryptocurrencies as of late. Of course, on this channel we usually talk about Bitcoin, but I think now it's time to talk a little bit about Dogecoin. Personally, whether I think it's legit, whether I think Dogecoin is going to go to $1, my personal thoughts, guys. So before I get into this video, guys, please sure to check out the links in the description below, especially BlockFi and Coinbase. Those are my two favorite exchanges, and you can actually stake your cryptocurrency on BlockFi. You can earn interest on things like USD coin, Bitcoin, and Litecoin, and stuff like that. And you can also use Coinbase as well as one of my favorite wallets to buy Bitcoin and things like that. And be sure, if you guys are doing a lot of trading, be sure to use Coinbase Pro to save on the fees. So what's going on with Dogecoin, guys? Well, Dogecoin is basically a cryptocurrency created in 2013 as a joke, and it's basically named after, it was kind of a joke on Bitcoin, and currently the coin has an infinite supply, so it's not a capped supply right now, and the supply is billions and billions of coins. So what basically happened was this last year, Elon Musk, he's the founder and CEO, or one of the founders and the CEO of Tesla, he started tweeting out about how Doge was going to take over the entire currency supply. And what happened, that was around like June or May or June of last year. And ever since now, Dogecoin has soared to like I think it's like 26, 27 cents, something around there. So what's really going on with this? Well, basically, one of the reasons why I really don't like Dogecoin, even though you could have made a ton of gains on it, is simply it's an inflationary coin by design. So what that means is that, every year or so there's going to be billions and billions of more Dogecoin created infinitely. So Dogecoin is more like fiat currency, like the US dollar or the euro or the peso or the reais if you're in Brazil, or whatever denomination of money you're using. If you're in Nigeria, it's like the naira. And one of the reasons why I got into crypto was I wanted to focus on deflationary coins. So coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin. These are coins that are like the opposite of fiat currency, whereas Dogecoin is more like fiat currency. So that's a really important thing to realize, that you basically, inflationary coins are going to eventually go to their true value, which is basically zero, simply because when something is created an infinite amount, it really doesn't have a lot of value. But, there are some interesting things going on. Obviously, Mark Cuban has been one of the leaders in the Dogecoin movement. He's been accepting Dogecoin at his Dallas Mavericks games. He's been accepting it for payment for goods and stuff like that. You can buy tickets. So there is some utility here, even though it's an inflationary coin by design. So, in this video, what we're going to talk about is simply what do I think Dogecoin is going to happen with Dogecoin and whether it's legit or not. So it is one of the older cryptocurrencies out there. Dogecoin is about 8 years old, and there are some people buying it. So there definitely is some utility, and there definitely is, some use here. But for me personally, we've seen a huge bullish run in Dogecoin, and there's been a real big bullish cycle with cryptocurrency in general, meaning that, we were going through, after Bitcoin halved back in May of 2020, we're still in the Bitcoin bull cycle, so we really don't know exactly when things are going to cool off, but my guess is things will cool off probably, probably towards the end of this year. I'm thinking about October or November or something like that. So personally, I'm staying away from Dogecoin. I would have made a ton of money in Dogecoin. I was using the Robinhood app up until the whole GameStop fiasco. So I could have easily have bought in Dogecoin in Robinhood and made some great gains. But I made some good gains in Bitcoin. I made some good gains in some other stocks like Tesla and things like that. So, I'm not really too worried about missing out on Dogecoin. There's always going to be these investments that you miss out on and you're not able to take advantage of. So, like I said, there's always opportunities around every corner. So now, will Dogecoin go to $1? I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Basically, if we look at an inflationary currency like the US dollar is denominated at $1, meaning that when we think about dollars, we think about them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't be surprised if Dogecoin traded at $1. I can't say exactly when, because it looks like the crypto bull cycle is going to end probably towards the end of the year. So it is possible that Dogecoin will hit $1 or so by the end of the year. So obviously you would have made the most money if you had bought Dogecoin in the last year or last summer. So now even if it goes to $1, you're only getting like the 3 to 4x upside, which isn't really, I think, to me, isn't personally worth the risk. There's lots of other alternative investments out there. Obviously, you can stake your Bitcoin and things like that and be happy with the small return. But if you guys are looking for bigger returns on apps like you buying your Dogecoin on Webull and Robinhood and things like that, I would say you probably don't want to go all in. You definitely want to track the price, and you definitely want to buy dips and sell into strength, meaning that you don't want to chase Dogecoin like when it was running to around like 42 or 43 or 45 cents. You definitely don't want to chase it then, because if you bought Dogecoin back then, you're like already down almost 50%, and now you have to go up 100% just to break even. So not the ideal situation that you want to necessarily put yourself into. And I would say Dogecoin is definitely still very speculative. So the reason why Bitcoin is so valuable is because Bitcoin is deflationary, but Bitcoin has utility uses. So a lot of people buy Bitcoin as digital gold, while people are using Bitcoin for payments. Like the city of Miami, they're thinking about paying their employees in Dogecoin. In Bitcoin. There have been some high-profile athletes, NFL athletes, that are receiving their salary in Bitcoin as well. So until I see Dogecoin kind of have those utility properties utility uses where people are actually using them in everyday society, other than Mark Cuban, of course, and Elon Musk tweets. I think it's just a very speculatory in nature. So I think the really important thing with Dogecoin is that this is a coin that you definitely want to have fun with. It's in very high supply, and the price is super cheap, so that's why it's attracting a lot of people. So I would say just definitely be careful with Dogecoin. And it is a legit cryptocurrency. It's been around for 8 years or so. It's been around for a while. So I would say I wouldn't put all of my money into it. Me personally, the majority of my portfolio is in Bitcoin, and that's just how I feel comfortable, seeing as that Bitcoin for me is like digital gold, and it just makes it much easier for me than to have to like buy physical gold and worry about storing and stuff like that. But Dogecoin has potential, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it hit $1. Probably, I would say by the end of the summer. I think by August or September, I think that's going to be the top of the crypto market. I think, obviously the weather's going to be great, and hopefully we're getting past this whole, this whole pandemic situation. I think people are going to be absolutely enthusiastic about going outside, enjoying the sunlight, and that sounds like it's going to be good for the crypto market. So just be prepared for the end of the summer into August and September, as we move into the fall, to check out the price on Dogecoin. That's probably a good time to sell off, and we'll probably have a huge pullback once people go, the weather gets colder again and people are kind of spending more time indoors. But that's just my opinion, guys. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, and please do your own due diligence on Dogecoin. Full disclosure, I don't own any Dogecoin. I don't plan on buying any. I just don't see the point when I can buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Cardano or something like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to talk more about Dogecoin, please give me a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts, and be sure to check out the links in the description below if you want to get some free Bitcoin. Get a free $10 of Bitcoin if you sign up and deposit at least $100 in either Coinbase or BlockFi. So that's it. Until next time, guys. Take care.